Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to go deeper into crypto, make sure to check out bitlabacademy.com. Also, guys, don't forget to join our FEMEX contest. If you go to, this is a trading competition. You go to bitboycrypto.com/deals. You guys can scroll down. See, here's the top. Scroll just a little bit. Right here is all the information. You can join my team. There's $750,000 in prizes. So don't forget to do that. So guys, still out here in LA. I actually leave to come home here in a couple hours. Excited to get back to the studio tomorrow. I'm actually out on Friday on a family trip. So DZ will be doing the live stream on Friday. So exciting times for DZ. Guys, crypto. The markets are seemingly stable right now. Bitcoin has been very stable. We are going to be taking a look at that. A gigantic meeting going on right now, Capitol Hill. If you guys have any insights into that current video, I think it is live right now on YouTube. Some of you guys can watch it from the House Financial Services Committee. I think we're going to get a lot of good content out of this, a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of good conversations. So if you're watching that, you got some feedback, you guys can certainly give that to us. Also, I did want to bring up this, guys. First and foremost, thank you, everyone. We're at 1.43 million subscribers here on YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, 712,000 followers there. We're also doing our BitBoy Crypto Secret Santa, where we are going to be giving away 5 Ethereum to 5 different families. All you got to do is send in a deserving story here to secretsanta@bitboycrypto.com. We're going to start looking into these at the beginning of next week. So you guys got a little bit longer to put these in, and then we will be choosing some winners. So I feel like my camera is so low. So hold on, you guys. Sit with me. Sit tight for just a second here. Just a second. I feel like y'all are getting the weird POV angle of me. I don't like that.
You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But guys, one thing I want to show you guys that is going on Twitter right now. Let me go to John Deaton's XRP attorney here. Let's see if I can find it on his feed. Maybe he shared it already. There is a really big XRP rally going on. I think it is on Friday. Let's see here. Here it is, right here. So I'm going to go ahead and retweet this so you guys can just go to my page to find it. So if you just go to my Twitter, there it is, right under the BitBoy Secret Santa. This is the Rally for Crypto put on by the XRP Army, which is ironic. It says peaceful assembly, but the Army is there, so hopefully they keep it peaceful. This is going to be December 10th at 10 a.m. Rally Point Red, Washington, D.C. And I'll be honest with you, I would love to be there. If I wasn't on this family trip, I would consider going to this event, but I've had this family trip I've had, for a while scheduled. Don't really want to get out of it. So Friday in Washington, D.C., if you guys want to go, if you guys are in the XRP Army, throw up the X. You guys can go and check out that, especially if you're in the Washington, D.C. area. If you're in XRP, you should be there. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started as we roll into Market Watch here. 2.7 million followers here on TikTok, 382,000 on Instagram, almost 5,000. We're about to hit. Oops, I'm back. About to hit 5,000 followers here on my personal Instagram account. Here's a picture of me with Jay and Silent Bob. The Clerks 3 filming went really well yesterday. Got to go to Kevin Smith's house afterwards and watch the rough cut. I can't talk about it. My lips are sealed. So really cool. Guys, the market cap right now coming in at $2.384 trillion. I think yesterday it was right at 2.4. So we are down just slightly, but the volume is down significantly. We're about $25 billion below where we were yesterday. And BJ, if you could start Market Watch, that would be fantastic.
Sure.
There it is. Bitcoin dominance has dropped. This is the lowest we've seen it. It's at 40.2%. The lowest we've seen it in quite a while. Ethereum coming in at 21 0.9%, so almost 22%, the highest it's been at a while. 44.5 Paraguays will send you an E-transaction. I want to come look at this here because this, let's see, we go back to this is really crazy, guys. We are about to hit a cycle low for Bitcoin dominance. The lowest it got was 39.97%. Right now we sit at 40.2%. We are basically half a percent away or less. Let's see, was it half a percent was the low there? I think it was 39.97. Yeah. I mean, we are basically a little curly hair away from from breaking new Bitcoin dominance record low for this cycle. So that is really interesting. That could bode very well for altcoins. We got Bitcoin coming in at 50,300, Ethereum hovering around $4,400, Binance Coin at 587. And guys, don't forget to put some questions in for the Q&A. Forgot to mention that. Solana at $190, Cardano at $1.38. This thing is just struggling. Cardano is struggling. But look at XRP, up 4%, up to 86 cents. So it's doing pretty well, which is good news. So look at the biggest gainers of the day. Tezos at 31.66%. Near Protocol up 16%. EOS back from the dead with a 14.5%. A lot of these are just bounces. Chainlink coming in right now at 22.31. I am starting to hear the institutional whispers about Chainlink. So Chainlink, if you didn't know, started out definitely not in the institutional circles, but it's got a lot of a strong community. It's got a ton of partnerships. And I will tell you this is what I heard this week for the first time in this bull run. The institutions are now looking at Chainlink. So look for that one to start moving here pretty soon, I would say. Do we got any questions for the Q&A yet, BJ?
We got some sweet questions. This is a two-parter. What do you think the total market cap by end of year for crypto will be, as well as how high do you think the ETH dominance will be end of year?
That's a great question. We're almost at the end of the year, and I'm going to say it's a great question. I'm really having to think about this because, like, if we do go on this massive run this month, like we think we're going to, that would put us. I mean, we'd probably have to be at about $4.5 trillion. I think we would have to almost double the market cap right now to get to where we want to get to with Bitcoin. So I'm going to say $4.2 trillion. That's where I'm going to say. I'm going to say ETH dominance. I'm going to say ETH dominance is about the same where it is now. I'm going to say instead of 22%, it's going to be 23%. Because here's the thing: if Bitcoin is really going to have a massive run up, even though if Ethereum is gaining against it, Ethereum is not going to be able to, because we don't think Ethereum will hit an all-time high this month. We think it would probably be next month. So I'm going to say ETH dominance to 23%, and I'm going to say total market cap 4.2 trillion. God, that's a big number.
Final answer?
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a final answer.
I like it.
You'd ask me again on December 31st.
I know. Now, I know lengthening cycle has been a little contentious lately, but say it is happening. How far out do you think this cycle's potentially going? Or this part of the bull run?
Well, I mean, the idea is end of quarter 2, quarter 3. So that would put it somewhere over the summer, which would be very interesting because I don't think we've seen a bull run end over the summer. So that's the idea. I still think that even if it doesn't peak this month, which I'm still hopeful of, I mean, I don't think we're looking at the middle of next year. So I still think it's going to be sooner rather than later. I just feel like we have one pop left in this bull run. One pop, whenever it happens, wherever it ends at, that's probably where we're going to end at.
And then final question, which I agree with you on that. I know you did super well on DeFi Summer a little while ago. And with Cardano, the Ghost Chain, do you think they'll have a DeFi Summer this year?
No, I don't think so.
Did you hear that?
I don't think that.
That was my heart breaking, Ben.
Well,
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I did. I would just say that when it comes to DeFi, really, and a lot of DeFi projects are dead right now. Not the major ones, of course, but there's been a lot of hacks, a lot of exploits. I just don't think over the summer people are going to be wanting to throw money into crypto no matter what. That's what I see for next year. Now, if we do have if Bitcoin does peak sometime in the summer, which I don't think is going to happen again, but if it did, then at that point, I would say that would be on the table to have some kind of, another DeFi run. But I think the DeFi run that we had in 2020 was special. And I don't know if we're going to see it again for DeFi.
Like this is special.
Yeah, this is special, BJ.
Let's get into the charts.
You have a purple icon today. Yeah, let's jump into the charts.
Let's rock these charts.
All right, guys. So we got some really. I really only see two scenarios playing out right now. Here are the scenarios. We do have the green dot on Market Cipher A on the 24-hour, or on Market Cipher B on the 24-hour chart. It did confirm yesterday, so this is huge news. Yesterday was basically a blah sideways day, as you guys can see. Not too much happened on this candle. We are talking, of course, about yesterday's candle, which this is the daily chart, so that would be this candle right there. Not too much happened on it. Not too much happening today. But the good news is this green dot down here, it did actually confirm, as you guys can see right there. There it is. Green dot, boom, boom, boom. So the only two scenarios that really happen from here is we get a big run up very soon, or we see one more round of downswing and we get a yellow X somewhere. If we get a yellow X, we might have one more down. We would end up with another green dot, and then we go boom. So that's kind of how I see this playing out. If you look back traditionally at the history of these green dots, they play out on the daily chart, almost assuredly so. One thing we see oftentimes is we will often see this green dot on the top of Market Cipher as we get a trend reversal, and then the green dot on Market Cipher A. That's kind of double bullish. If you look for when you get this and then you get that, we have seen those play out very, very well. So, I mean, the long and the short of it is we're about to rip here pretty soon. I definitely do believe that. I don't think there's really a question of it. Question is how high, how quickly, how much money is going to flow in. We looked yesterday at the story about the Bitcoin wallet that added 2.7 thousand Bitcoin from the third biggest wallet, and that's your sign. I believe that's your sign. Remember last week we looked at that story where the whales actually, one whale had moved in like hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin, and we were hoping that wasn't going to be a negative thing. I even said on the stream, this really isn't a bullish story. Hopefully it's just somebody moving money around. And then later, 24 hours later, I believe it was, we got the gigantic market dump from that same whale. So, now we've got whales putting money into the market. So we'll see where things go. And then ETH versus Bitcoin value still on an uptrend. So, that's one to watch. Somebody asked me this morning, should I sell my Cardano and switch it back to Ethereum? And it's never a good idea, in my opinion, to jump out of projects. Like overall, it's not a good idea to sell in the red and buy in the green. You want to do the opposite. You want to buy in the red and sell in the green. However, this is what I will say. Ethereum is getting ready to do something very special. Ethereum is getting ready to do something very special. So if someone wanted to do that, I would understand it. I wouldn't really knock them for it. Efinity, this is a project we are, invested in. We love Efinity. This is by Engine. It is going to absolutely crush it. The exciting thing is right now is that they are getting ready to try to get the 5th parachain slot for Polkadot to launch on Polkadot. This is a Polkadot-based project, but if you're unaware, a lot of these projects, the way that it works is that they launch actually on Ethereum or on another chain, and then they're going to migrate over to Polkadot when Polkadot fully launches. You've got to secure one of these parachain slots. So the community, really needs to get behind Efinity right now to kind of help them because the community drives these auctions. So you guys can go to efinity.io and check out more on the parachain slots. Definitely something you guys should do. I'm excited to see it happen. We do have one quick sponsored segment today. This segment is coming to you from Cytus or Cytus. It might be Cytus, pronounced Cytus, S-I-D-U-S.
Bless
They
you.
don't give me pronunciation guides with this stuff. What's that?
I said bless you.
Oh, thank you. Gaming Revival, how blockchain and WebGL technology could write the future of the gaming industry. The gaming industry, as we know it today, is living out its last days. I agree with that 100%. The introduction of blockchain has shifted the gaming paradigm from pay to play to pay to earn, creating a transparent market of in-game items and new touch points between players. Same time, the rapid development of cloud and computing technologies and consumer demand for more one-click on-the-go services are changing the game. Now, we did just hear yesterday, I think there was an announcement of the first NFTs in mainstream gaming, I believe. I think it was Ubisoft. Is that how you pronounce that, BJ?
Ubisoft with Tezos, which is
Yeah,
actually
Ubisoft with Tezos,
one of my
which
very good friends
if
who's
you come over
involved in
here,
that.
you look at the biggest gainers of the day, there's Tezos absolutely crushing it. That would be why. So we know gaming is going to be really big, and we know that it's moving. Introduction to WebGL. This is about rendering interactive 3D graphics. So Cytus Heroes, any game built on WebGL is accessed via a browser, meaning the user doesn't need to think about storage. So pretty cool stuff coming here from Cytus. Here are, how you travel. Here's a little roadmap for how you travel in this game. It's more flexible and scalable than original games. I mean, the graphics for this game look pretty cool. I mean, she looks like she's having a campfire. Where's the marshmallow? Where is she toasting the marshmallow at? So this is a whole brand new kind of gaming. It's really exciting stuff. You guys can find out more about it on their website, which is citusheroes.com. SIDUS heroes.com. Here you can get more information about the worlds, and here's some of the characters. They like my arrow. Mr. Lizard. Is that Gary Gensler? It
Yes.
looks like Gary Gensler. Actually, that kind of looks like Gary Gensler too. I don't know what to. Maybe that's Janet Yellen over there. So, what do you think about the hole in the middle of his head, BJ?
They're going
Are
to
you a
be
fan?
they have a very strong olfactory sense. I don't know what that does for gaming, but it's there.
Yeah, love it. Okay, all right, let's get into $560,000 Bitcoin. Cathie Wood, who is the only other person other than me that seems to be sounding the alarm bells for deflation, still believes that Bitcoin can hit $560,000 and is now a 988% upside play. Let's see. Bitcoin is so volatile that if you want to buy the dip will likely be there. After peaking at over 68K in November, the price of the world's largest crypto wasn't able to maintain its upward momentum, dipped below $50,000. It's dropped 18.7% in the last month. Could this be an opportunity for investors who are previously standing on the sidelines? It all depends on how high you believe Bitcoin can go. Cathie Wood told Barron's that if institutional investors move into Bitcoin and allocate 5% of their portfolios, the price would soar to $560,000 by 2026.
It's wild.
Now, here, what were we going to say, BJ?
I just said that's wild.
Yeah. I do not believe we're going to see a $560,000 Bitcoin by 2026. I believe we'll see it probably maybe 2028, possibly. The 2 cycles from now. $250,000 should be about the top of the next cycle. At least that's what I'm hearing today. That information could change, of course, over the next 4 years. But something to think about is the deflation. As the deflation comes in and the dollars are worth more, then it doesn't have to go all the way up to $560,000 for it to equal what is currently today $560,000 worth of value. So I know it gets a little into the macroeconomics there, but let's see. She's bullish on the ETF. What do you guys think? I want to know your price points for Bitcoin. I want to know, do you believe it can get to $560,000, like Cathie Wood says? And how long do you think it's gonna take to get there? The interesting thing is when a lot of these analysts who are not hardcore crypto analysts, like that's not what they do every single day. They're more the traditional investors, like Cathie Wood, for instance. you don't see these people factor in the Bitcoin cycles at all. They never factor in the cycles. They're just like, yeah, I think 5 years from now, yeah, I think it's going to hit $280,000 or $560,000. That really wouldn't be the year that it would do that. It would either do it in 2025. It possibly could in early 2026. I guess that is a potential. It could possibly happen, but we'll have to see. If it's a lengthened cycle, then maybe it would be 2026. But they don't ever really seem to factor in that what we know is cyclical in crypto when they're coming up with these predictions, what I think is very interesting. So here we go. Delaying the Ice Age, Ethereum network participants prep for upcoming Arrow Glacier upgrade. We talked about this yesterday, but they are now going to change the parameters of the difficulty bomb, which is going to be, let's see, the upgrade soon called the Arrow Glacier, a change that aims to mimic the Muir Glacier upgrade. The Arrow Glacier changes the parameters of the difficulty bomb delay to June 2022. This will give Ethereum another 6 months. So this is pretty big, guys, because what this is saying is Vitalik and the crew over there are delaying the first implementation really of ETH to 6 months. This idea, it was launching in December, it was probably never going to happen. They say now it's going to take place between Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. Oh, well, the Arrow Glacier actually is still happening. So it does say it's happening. This is a little confusing because it says that so the upgrade is still happening. The Arrow Glacier upgrade is happening, but the difficulty bomb that has already been pushed back, that was supposed to come with EIP 1559, the difficulty bomb itself is pushed back to June of 2022. So Ethereum, just BJ, what do you think? Because you love Ethereum. What do you think about them constantly pushing these upgrades back?
I want to be very clear that yes, I am super bearish on Ethereum and I have issues, but it's super important to adoption, and we wouldn't have DeFi the way we have it. Now, I think it's funny that everyone picks on Cardano whenever they have a pushback, but like ETH 2.0 was supposed to come out in 2015, but it's super important that they do actually get this to launch. And in all honesty, like
Yeah.
if it takes more time, I think that's a lot better than pushing out something on Solidity that's not going to be strong. So I'm fine with the pushback, to be honest.
Well, it's par for the course for Ethereum. They're always pushing stuff back. They're always delaying things, and to me, like they're always delaying it at the last minute. And Vitalik Buterin came out and said that the roadmap will take years to play out. Which they were really pushing for this December launch of ETH 2.0, which we all knew wasn't going to actually happen. But they are making steps right now, towards ETH2, but we're a long ways away from it happening. Coinbase is now adding ETH2 tomorrow, or no, Coinbase adds ETH2 despite tomorrow's Ethereum upgrade postponing difficulty. I thought they already had ETH2 on there. I was pretty sure ETH2's been on there for a while. Haven't you guys seen that on Coinbase? I've seen ETH2 there already. So anyways, they're already promoting it as a new coin on their list of coins. It's been on there. I don't know why this is a new story. Maybe because now they're tracking it. They're not just it's not just in the portfolio. On the portfolio side, ETH2 is already there. So I'm a little confused why this is like a big new, hot news story. So, all right, XRP could pull off giant 420% rally. Where's my XRP people at? How many people are watching, BJ?
We have 10,009 in the BitSquad.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Awesome. How many people have liked this video?
Not enough. So Santa's bringing coal. Right now, we need to get that. What do you want it? Like 5,000 likes? I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, let's get this up to 5,000 likes. Do us a favor, especially if you're in the XRP army or the ADA gang or you love any other coin. No Bitcoin maximalist, though. Do us a favor, stop what you're doing, hit the like button. That helps more people come into the chat. If you're watching on on mobile, exit out of the live chat, hit the like button, come back in. If you're watching on a smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, more actions, more options. hit react, and then like this video. Okay, XRP could pull out a giant 420% rally, according to Michael Van de Pop. This is a guy on Twitter, and he says if these are going to hold, talking about the 81 and 97% area, we're most likely going to have a scenario where we rally to $2, which we start to break out, and these are the triggers: 90 cents, $1, and $1.20. Then we get a vertical move. From there, Van de Pop uses a fib tool to indicate the next big targets are 287 and 433. Should it go to $4.33%, that is a 420% rise. The analyst notes in the comment section of his YouTube video that he made those price predictions before XRP value crashed over the weekend. However, he said things have not changed. Fear hasn't been this low since May's crash. The sentiment is literally comparable to a future. I like it. I mean, how much are we hearing people say right now, XRP is dead, ADA is dead? I mean, we're seeing that narrative everywhere. These people are going to eat their words. 80 million XRP was transferred within 1 hour. Here's what it was. A large number of XRP coins were transferred from the project's official wallet to an exchange. Series of large XRP transactions have appeared on the blockchain prior to the crypto market recovery. Total value of transferred funds equals approximately $76 million. While the official account transaction was made with the help of 2 unknown wallets, the next transaction is less suspicious and more direct. Anonymous whale transferred 20 million coins to the BitSo exchange. BitSo. According to the funds movement, that person, for whatever reason, transferred 20 million to a centralized exchange, left 1.8 million in the exchange's hot wallet, transferred 18.2 million back to his own wallet. The reasons behind these moves remains undisclosed. The coins themselves have not reacted to large fund movement. So very interesting, because it implies in the title here that, like, here's exactly what happened. We know why this money was getting moved around, but we don't really know what was going on there. But we do know Jed McCaleb is not selling, which is really interesting. Hasn't sold since September. So that September was supposed to be really important. Okay. Now you want to talk about more whale movement. Fourth largest Ethereum whale, which I will tell you this. I'm gonna be careful what I say here. I'm gonna be careful what I say here. But this story should surprise no one. I've been telling you that this is coming. Fourth largest Ethereum whale pounces on large cap altcoin, accumulating $580 million. I tell you what, I thought it was a flex. We bought $500,000 worth. That was a pretty big flex. $580 million worth. One mega whale just loaded up on an Ethereum token. What is this Ethereum token? Well, that is none other than FTT. I have been telling you guys all month, this is the coin to watch right now. It revealed the unnamed wallet received 14 million FTT, the native token of the FTX exchange. The whale now holds over $1.2 billion worth of FTT, with a value exceeding $3.8 million, or $1 billion, is now ranked 4th on the list of top 1,000 Ethereum wallets. Let's see, popular crypto analyst Smart Contractor is also showing interest in FTT. So from a chart perspective, things are lining up with the fib numbers. He says it's been a while since I played FTT, but I actually think a major bottom is in, and we go to all-time highs from here. Weird. I've been telling you that for 2 weeks now. Literally 2 weeks. 14 days I've been telling you this. Late October, news broke that FTX had purchased advertising time during the Super Bowl. They announced the launch of their marketplace. It has been mostly flat on the day, trading around $42. So, FTX is going to be absolutely massive. It is going to compete with Coinbase for the top exchange. It is going to eventually pass Binance, as Binance's popularity is going down. FTX is going up. The integration of the NFT platform is going to be absolutely huge. They've got a huge funding round that they're doing right now for a $32 billion valuation. $32 billion. When you look at the valuation of the company and you look at the valuation of the FTT token, they don't really line up right now. So I do agree we are going to see new all-time highs for FTT, and I'm really glad that this is one that we've been talking about quite a bit on the channel over the last 2 weeks, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to reap some gigantic rewards, and it's good to see that the whales are jumping in as well. I did tell you on Thanksgiving, I did tell you institutions were looking at FTT, and now you get the fourth largest wallet buying over $500 million worth. So pay attention. Be smart out there, folks. All right,
Yeah, why does
moving
everyone
on
keep
here. We got
sleeping on
House
these?
Memo details.
I'm saying, why does everyone keep sleeping
Go
on
ahead.
these new exchanges like crypto.com, FTX? It's like it's obvious that diversity is necessary and that they're advancing, but everyone wants to sleep on these things.
Well, when you look at the advertising dollars that these companies are spending, it's like they know something. It's like they understand their role, and they understand, the game of attention and how big this is going to be. What's interesting is we're seeing crypto companies, blockchain, digital companies come into the physical advertising space. And we're seeing physical companies like Budweiser come into the metaverse digital advertising space. So it's kind of interesting to watch these two, worlds kind of colliding here. So definitely some interesting stuff. Well, let's move on, BJ, to the House memo. This details Congress priorities ahead of the crypto hearing. This is going on today. And if anybody wants to drop in the chat what is going on with this right now, would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this story and what is actively going on. I know Patrick McHenry was on earlier talking about Skype, how we all started using Skype over the pandemic. I think he meant to say Zoom, but the Financial Services Committee released a memorandum of points. Let's see. It will dedicate one panel to 6 executives, including Jeremy Allaire, Sam Bankman-Fried, Brian Brooks, and more. The hearing entitled Digital Assets and the Future of Finance, Understanding the Challenges and Benefits of Financial Innovation in the United States. They're talking about crypto exchanges, stablecoin offerings, regulatory concerns in digital assets, federal regulatory responses. The brief reads, this hearing will examine some of the new products and services offered by major digital asset market participants, the role of crypto market exchanges in facilitating investments in crypto and related transactions, yada, yada, yada. We already talked about this. So, let's see. They want to replicate and replace conventional delivery of financial services such as loans, asset trading, insurance, and other services. Cryptocurrency markets have no overarching and centralized regulatory framework, leaving investments in the digital asset space vulnerable to fraud, manipulation, and abuse. Digital assets and related service providers can present money laundering, terrorist financing, sanctions evasion, kleptocracy. I've never, is that a government where everyone steals from each other? Oh, that's our current one. And other illicit finance risks. So what's that?
I was just laughing. That was hilarious.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Is that Steve Aoki?
It's not
Steve
me.
Aoki talking about the future of innovation.
It's not me.
So, okay. Is anybody putting in the chat like what's happening right now
Oh,
in
with
in
some of this
this?
stuff.
Anybody made any comments?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
because
don't know
it's
how
going on right now.
accurate
I
it
think people
is.
are watching it.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Um. Yeah. I mean, they're just talking about Congress talking about digital dollars and everything else. So I'm not sure
Oh,
that.
interesting. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So we'll see what comes from this. This will be a story we'll probably cover tomorrow pretty good after this is over. We get the feedback. So Ubisoft becomes first major gaming company to launch in-game NFTs. This is a story that we talked about earlier. It is happening right now with Tezos. After years of dabbling in crypto and NFT space, game industry giant Ubisoft is taking things to the next level. That's a video gaming reference. Good job. Who wrote this? Andrew Hayward. Major game publisher Ubisoft will implement in-game NFT items, starting with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. People play Ghost Recon. That's a game people play.
I have no clue. I mean, people
I
still
don't know.
play that. I mean, at least it's not Call of Duty.
Yeah, I thought they all played Call of Duty. I thought that's all they played.
Eh.
Yeah, I remember Call of Duty for PS1, right?
Yeah, back in the day. I'm just interested
Yeah,
that this is where
PS1.
it started because we were talking about this yesterday, where like NFTs and like something like World of Warcraft or any kind of digital card game where there's a lot more trading that goes on. Like obviously with Fortnite and these other games like skins, like that's going to be super awesome. There's people who are going to want to trade that, but like
Yeah,
card games and utility and other games, that's going to become absolutely huge. Like, I don't want to
Is
short.
there a card game that you like, BJ?
There's several that I like a little bit. Am I allowed to say it? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
No, I want you to say it.
All I know
Say it.
is
Say it.
your hair is magical today.
Well, I didn't even put gel in it. It just naturally comes this way.
It happens.
Tell you what, guys, these morning live streams where I'm literally waking up, rolling out of bed, and live streaming is they're definitely different. I'll say that. Glad we do 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ubisoft Quartz NFT platform runs on Tezos. So this has been why Tezos has been pumping over the last 24 hours. Let's see. Today, publisher behind Assassin's Creed and Just Dance revealed Ubisoft Quartz, a platform that lets players earn and purchase in-game items, tokenizes NFTs on the Tezos blockchain. It will launch first in the PC version of Ghost Recon. It will be in beta on December 9th in the US. They call their NFT drops digits. Kind of like that. I kind of like the word digits as NFTs. So yeah. Let's see. It's ambitious for developing a true metaverse. I mean, so it's not just NFTs. They're working towards metaverse. We're continuing to educate you guys on that. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Meta Money, where Brian and Justin give you guys the information on the metaverse. We also have this story: Sony Pictures and AMC Theaters choose Waxplay blockchain for Spider-Man No Way Home NFT promotion. So we're seeing a lot of these movie NFTs. And you know what's really interesting is I've been talking to some people that are into crypto, but they're not like hardcore crypto. They're really interested in these movie NFT drops. So I think the Matrix one was the other day. A lot of people grabbed those up. So it's something to watch for sure going forward. Let's see, maybe later, guys. Decentralization is an illusion. They urge regulation of DeFi crypto platforms. Does this surprise anybody? It shouldn't. The Bank of International Settlements head Carson warns DeFi elusive and not always safe. Don't you spell elusive with an E?
I don't know. I couldn't hear what you were saying over my eyes rolling about all of this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. The FUD that they try to do.
Elusive? Illusory? I thought they were saying elusive like it's hard to track. But maybe they're saying it's like an illusion. Maybe that's what they're saying. Let's see. An umbrella group for central banks sent a report. I actually got access to that report. I have that report, which is very interesting. They are terrified. They're terrified of DeFi. There's no question about it. It's a growing part of the crypto market, where regulators are increasingly concerned about platforms that may not be as decentralized as advertised. And I think that's true to some extent. I think there are a lot of DeFi projects that aren't necessarily, as decentralized as you believe them to be. We talk about this a lot. Decentralization is not a zero-sum game. It's a continuum. It's a timeline, if you will. It's a range. Nothing is ever centralized or decentralized. It always falls somewhere on a range between those 2 points. Some are further to decentralization, some are further to centralization, some are extreme in one way or the other, some are kind of in the middle, but there's always elements of centralization that runs through decentralized projects. So there's no such thing as true decentralization. That doesn't actually exist. Someone has to come up with an idea. Someone has to make these websites. Someone has to buy the domain. There are levels of that someone is making a fee off of these transactions. And even if they weren't making a fee, still at the end of the day, there are decisions that have to be made to get these things off the floor. We want to see more decentralization, and some have plans to become more decentralized over the years, like we've seen with Cardano. But yeah, I think there's some really interesting points in here, but they're terrified of it. The BIS and DeFi must be properly regulated, or the BIS said this. Ultimately, each protocol faced the decision of whether to transition to a compliant business model. So I see a lot of people out there putting out a lot of fear about DeFi right now, a lot of fear about altcoins. Guys, the altcoins are not getting banned, right? Now, some individual coins in the future could get banned, certainly. Could be, you might not be allowed to trade them in America and things like that. But Look, altcoins are not getting banned. That's what all these hearings are about, is how to regulate this stuff. And I tell you, we've come so far in crypto that these are the conversations that are happening. Nobody cared about this stuff 4 years ago. Nobody cared about this stuff 8 years ago. Nobody really even cared about this stuff 2 years ago. Now we are firmly in the crosshairs. Doesn't feel great sometimes, but overall, this is positive for crypto. And we really need this regulation in some way to protect people from rug pulls and you know, the ICO scams of 2017 and things like that. So, but we got to make some trade-offs. We got to trade some things off. We're going to trade stablecoin regulation, you know, and they're going to get all over that. We're going to give them that, so that way we can keep some other stuff. So it's going to be a big, you know, negotiating process between crypto and the regulators. That's how I see it shaping up anyways. All right, guys, looking forward to being back in the studio tomorrow. Thank you, BJ, for helping out today. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.